What is going on, guys? Sweet Gaming here, and today we are responding to someone's SOS flare for the first time, hunting the most dangerous, grounded beast in the ancient forest, Anjanath. For those of you who don't know, which shouldn't be too many of you, Anjanath is basically a T-Rex type dragon monster, and nothing gets in its way. I fought him once before this hunt, and it was a very tough fight to solo at low rank, but both fights took well over 20 minutes, so I'm sorry I didn't get quite the entire fight, but I do know I got around 80 to 90% of it. I remembered how tough he was to defeat and saw the SOS flare with a hunter fighting him solo, and I wanted to lend a hand. I'm not sure where he was in health, for there's no health bars in Monster Hunter, but he was not spitting flames or limping yet, so who knows how long this person had been fighting him. If I recall, the quest had around 30 to 35 minutes or so left, possibly 15 minutes of fighting if they went straight to the monster and didn't hang around at camp too much. Although Anjanath is much more advanced than the Great Jagras or the Pookie Pookie, it's always fun saying that one, and takes quite a bit more caution and time than those two monsters for sure. Just be careful because those attacks are brutal. Now, before talking about the weakness of this monster, make sure you eat a meal before every quest, especially when you're progressing through Monster Hunter. Monsters get harder, those bonuses really matter, and for the fight will most likely last much longer than the last one. I almost have meals before every adventure, but sometimes you just get out there, and before you know it, you didn't have a meal and you wish you had those bonuses. Now, Anjanath's attacks will surprise you. The monster is huge, but can layer attacks in very short periods of time, and he's pretty quick. He'd be quicker than you would expect. He's super aggressive with his head and tail, so going for the sweep around the legs is the best bet, hanging around there and stuff like that, going back and forth between the head and tail attacks. Range doesn't help a great deal in this case. I mean, ranged weapons are pretty good in this game, but it's more for comfort than effectiveness, in my opinion. But don't get too comfortable in one spot anyway, because he has a huge jump range and charge range, so distance doesn't really matter. Once you do enough damage, it begins to breathe fire. It has little build-up time, so if you see him heating up, get out fast. And you have a little bit of time. With Anjanath, you have to keep moving. You can't afford really spending time in one spot, even if it's a good one. He will move towards you. His tail can be severed, and the tail and the head are the most weak points, so go after those. If you can manage it, run into some other monsters, possibly. Anjanath never runs away from a fight, so it will attack whatever monster he runs into. Anyway, guys, enjoy watching the rest of the fight.
you